Hello everybody and welcome to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. The game is finally out and we can finally continue the story. So let's go ahead and get started here. I already went through and tried to adjust the volume and stuff so that it's not too loud and so I can be heard a little clearer, since I had a little bit of difficulty with that in the last one. So, as per usual, we go for normal, and I'm going to load my clear data so that I'm not starting over completely from scratch and I get a little bit of bonuses. Like this. Because I had rean at a very high level, we got this as our reward. I think this is for level 80 or higher.
I was bewildered. I was impatient. I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer. I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
So brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come. But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Go finish your speech in hell.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. all while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame.
Okay, so that was an intro. Isengard Range Canyon. I don't know if you guys could hear my computer's annoying fan just starting up and roaring over there and then quieting back down. But, yeah. It decided to do that out of nowhere.
Where am I?
I know that when you carry over clear data, you get items based on the level you were. Your level goes... They don't start you over completely. Even if you didn't have a clear data, they start you off where you would be, in a way.
I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
But I think I should be around like level 50, 55 maybe? Somewhere around there. I don't think I'm going to be like a level 45. Might be.
So you've finally woken up.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Exceed any time doesn't have a space in between it, in between any and time. It's kind of one word.
So you're gonna need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about? Wait.
Oh, by the way, if you guys notice any typos and stuff while y'all are playing yours, take a screenshot and send it to Xseed's Facebook page for the Legend of Heroes Trails of Steel. Well, the Legend of Heroes in general. But send it to their Facebook page, and there's a very high chance that they're going to patch them out.
What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off. How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question? You're a chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
The Ashen Knight? Valimar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
He must have hit his head when he landed.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean. Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
Why? Why did it come to this? Why did everyone... Crow?
He had me fooled too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it, too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right? Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
Its core's been damaged, Rean. It's not gonna work.
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I just tell you that? And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know?
Damn it! This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
Yes, we know the controls already. Yes, we know this. Thank you for all of the helpful tutorials that I don't need to know right now.
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere. I can sense
There it
monsters
is.
nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
I was trying to remember just a second ago which one was the run button. It's the R1. Found it. This looks like all my gear. Good thing I managed to find everything. I'd better set the master cores in my orbit too. Yes, we know. Oh yeah, there are some differences in this one, in this system. Let's go ahead and go through that, see if it's already active. Yeah, you see the two little lines, the two spaces next to the dot this time? That's one of the more recent changes. And you see how they're on the quartz too? If one of them has like a dot there, you wouldn't be able to equip it in a slot that doesn't. I actually don't need this. Returns abilities to normal and provides a buff. So it cures stats down and buffs up stats. It's really not needed right now. We'll just stick with what we currently just added. Alright, let's head down. That monster looks like a tough one, but a tough foe's just what I need to get warmed up. Okay, so it's the X key. Well, that was a fail. Yes, I know the turn order. I also know that he's about to get me first. Oh, there's two of them.
Here I go.
Can I use any crafts yet? Nope. 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 Okay, we get it.
My turn.
Finally get my crafts back, but I can't use it yet because I don't have any CP.
Too slow. Let's move. Ha! Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh yeah, you get 500 of each step. It's because of the level I was at, I believe, as well. So we're off to a pretty good head start. And, whoops. He was saying that it's not enough. Okay. Okay, we know the monster guide. Analysis. Fighting a given type of enemy gradually unlocks information about them. The battlescope item. Yeah, we know this. Active voice record. Okay, this is something I don't think I know. Active voice record lists the last 50 active voice lines heard, allowing you to reread them or listen to them again. I think that's that thing that I always
I
hit.
wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
Hey, slow.
Oh wow, I actually am level 40. What level would I have been if I didn't transfer data? Because they do push you up a little bit higher if you transfer your data over.
If I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me. You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
What else was I supposed to do? If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it. Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Oh sure, don't believe me. Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista. But then, what happened to the others?
Hey, wait a... Oh, for heaven's sake!
Okay, so I know I've seen this whole first opening tutorial-ish part on Exceed's channel a while back. So I know a couple things that's going to take place, and then after, I'm completely clueless. It's so... It's a little bit slower than I remember. That's probably because I don't remember. Well, like, movement, that is. Usually I'm able to hit them and then hit them and then hit them and hit them while going around them. I'm having a difficult time with that right now. Okay, elemental efficiency. Certain moves have better effects on certain things. Really, Earth is the most effective, but let's still blur again.
Second form, Gale! Too slow! Let's move! Ha! Let's move! Marcus, activate! Yeah! Here I go! Huh! That's that. Let's keep moving.
And it's real simple on that one. Okay, sheesh. It's kind of hard without my full gear and stuff. Ooh, an orbital charging station. What's an orbital charging station doing out here? To help you because they knew you'd be lower on health. Well, whatever. This will be good to return to if I need to recharge. Yes, they heal you and your EP. They're basically healing pods. Free ones. They don't consist of you wasting items.
You could really try calming down a little, you know.
Treasure chest.
You could at least respond.
Ooh, tier. I might actually be better off equipping this right now. Wait, wrong one. Actually, yeah, I can't equip it there. Let me move this and move it here, because this is a red only slot. That one looks really powerful. Still, I can't let something like this throw me off. I need to hurry and get back up to speed. The stronger the better. Ah, the S-Craft. Dang it. It feels so much slower.
Let's take him out.
We know all the various status effects. I was going to do the S break, but the tutorial kind of didn't let me. Because it was kind of just in the way. I was already pressing the button after my turn, and then the pop-up menu came up. So it nulled it out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even taken any damage. That about wraps that up. I feel like I've gotten the hang of fighting again. Now I need to focus on getting down this mountain as fast as I can. Wait!
Hey. Hey.
Didn't forget about that.
Get out of my way. Here I go. There. Ha! Let's move. Sit. My turn. There. Ha! Here I go. Sit.
Shouldn't I have had a 3-turn advantage? It seemed like it was only 2.
This is stressful.
Eh. There's also another tactic that I remember called get close to them, make them target you, run away, wait for them to turn around, run back and hit them in the back. Didn't forget that. Never forget that one.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question. But better late than never, I guess. Just what are you anyway? Why do you know so much about everything? And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat. Because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
Oopsie. Totally forgot about that, didn't I? I'm what you'd call a familiar. I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend? First the Great Night legend turns out to be based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction. Whether you believe me or not
Who
is up
says
to
that?
you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
Oh, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point. So, do you serve Emma then? Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes.
Fairly
My
obvious.
job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
did always get the sense that there was more to Emma than meets the eye. Guess we were right.
Because it's fairly obvious.
Being a witch? It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
What's with the goofy grin?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get going.
Sit!
It's like the cheapest tactic to pull.
Ready to go?
Oh, is that how you feel?
Second form. Gale! My turn. There! Ha! Let's move. Ha!
I had such a great advantage there.
I need to hurry and find the others.
This is stressful.
Ha!
There's really no point in me killing these things right now.
I hope everyone at the academy's safe and sound. Not to mention
Since I know
Louise,
something's coming up.
Mrs. Alphen, and Prince Oliver too.
Dang it.
Get out of my way! My turn. Second form. Gale! Let's move. Burn to ash. Fall!
One down, one fainted.
I won't give up. There! Ha! I need to hurry and find the others.
Come on, these monsters treat me like I'm a novice.
I need to take a deep breath and keep calm. I can start figuring things out once I get a little farther down.
About time.
Come on. I mean, y'all got an advantage. And I still beat you. Okay, I think it's here that things start up. After this, I don't really know what's gonna happen. After this whole part right here.
I knew it! I've been here before. Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yun Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit. Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Yamir is only a few hours away.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. Wanna head there? We might be able to get there by sundown.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on. What was that? It feels like it's coming closer.
It couldn't be.
It definitely could. this is the thing that they showed off in their little part of the prologue. After the fight with this thing, I have no idea what's
It's a magic knight.
what's to
You
come.
know what that thing is?
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here? Ugh, we need to get out of here, now! You don't stand a chance against it on your own.
Maybe not. But that's not going to stop me from trying.
You idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
We'll see about that. All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about. So if getting to them means taking this thing on, so be it!
Unbelievable.
We can't win.
Bring it on!
Lily's ring can't.
My turn.
Shoot, I wish I had enough from motivate. Yeah. I mean, we don't really have any choice at this point.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Hey, you can't get 2 turns. That's not fair.
Let's move. There. Ha! Here I go. Yeah. Let's move. Ha! Here I go. Ha! Let's move. Ha!
Haha, you missed.
Let's move. Burn to ash. Fall!
Well, I didn't do anything. Hey, you can't get a critical.
My turn.
Critical bonuses. Ooh, 0 arts. I didn't have asked for a better time for that.
Here I go.
Seriously, couldn't ask for a better time for 0 arts.
My turn.
Because I'm definitely just gonna keep doing this until we're back up.
Yeah.
That critical really made that a little bit too close.
Let's move. Ha!
But luckily we got tier pretty early. And luckily I actually equipped it.
Sit.
Because if it didn't, I would really be having some problems right now.
My turn. Sit. Let's move. Ha! My turn. Sit.
You missed.
Too slow.
I'm gonna see if I can
Here we go.
get him up to 200 CP so I can use an S-Craft
Let's move. Ha!
at its full power.
My turn. Yeah.
But we're still trying not to die here. It's kind of important.
My turn.
911. Very interesting number we got there.
Here I go. Sit.
There's a critical turn coming up.
My turn. Sit.
Hopefully I can get this up before that turn comes up on the board.
Let's move.
Oh. It was so close too. Hey, I'd like to point out that I was winning.
My attacks are barely putting a dent into it. We're so close to Ymir too.
I told you this would happen. Get back!
Celine!
I can't lose. Not here. Not without seeing everyone again.
Not today, buddy!
Are those arts?
Yeah, but where?
That part right there is dependent on who you did the dance event with at the end of the first game. So if you didn't transfer over any data, I believe that it's defaultly he thinks about Rean defaultly thinks about his sister.
Are we safe?
Who did that? Rean! Rean!
And look, it's Stovall, his sister, and Alphen.
Whew! Made it without a second to spare. Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried. I don't want to even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time. You aren't hurt, are you?
Of course he is. From the fight he had before with the crow, actually.
And
Rean, stay right there. Please, tell me you're all right. You look so exhausted.
What I am is hungry, actually. I need something to
Who's
eat.
she?
Elise, it's really you. I feel like I'm dreaming. I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Rean, please. There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength. We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
I'm just so glad you're all right. But how did you know I was here? As my consciousness began to
Stalkers.
fade, I heard a distinct voice resound at the back of my mind. A voice with all the gravity of steel, and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth. And as I listened, I could feel myself being beckoned towards the wheel of fortune.
Dost thou desire the power?
Green Sword. Elisa Ryan Ford. You got Laura S. Arcid and Elliot Craig. And they're wearing their new outfits too. Matthias Regnitz and Mom Milstein. Trying to make sure I can get all their names right too. Fee Clausel, Jusis Albarea, or Jusis. Gaius Warzel, and Million Orn. And then you got all your other new supporters. Except, you know, you got Sierra, Claire, and Tobal. You got Angelica, Toa, and George. All the little helpful people that shall come in handy in this game. All your little buddies and friends and teammates and stuff. And then you got him. You think you're cool with the double saber, but you're not. And we don't know much about her yet. And we know Blue Blanc. We weren't super familiar. Just go ahead and say this now. I know all of these have to be the antagonists. Why show all of them here, though? The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. I love how those sheets just magically move themselves.
Where am I now? Celine, this looks just like my room.
Maybe because it is?
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir. I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden? Oh, you finally woke up?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually. You're awake.
Elise! Good morning. Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it? Elise?
I can see his sword.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake. You don't know how scared I was. There was all that chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe. Welcome home, Rean.
It's good to be back, and thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever. Pardon? Good morning, Rean. And to you as well, Elise.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
Hi, Tobal.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Oh,
But
you're so
Tobal,
silly,
why are you
Rean.
here? Actually, why are all of you
I would
here?
have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that. Your Highness, please.
I have no idea how to say his last name.
I'm just glad you're up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least, but I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
You're both very welcome. I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
Yeah, okay. I see you're finally up.
Dad! Mom!
Hello, Rean. It's wonderful to see you back home. I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost, it's getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that. Ah, man, let me remember to make sure to turn off PSN next time. I wonder if there's a setting on the PlayStation to, you know, disable those pop-ups, because I've never ever looked at it. But I always forget that my PlayStation will automatically sign in, and I always forget to sign out. Been doing that since the start. It's been all a month now since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Himdallar. At present, they have effectively all of the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. If nothing else, at least you two are safe. We were at St. Astria's when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos too. It was only thanks to Tobal appearing and rescuing us that we're sitting here now. What were you doing there, Tobal? I got an urgent request to escort Her Highness and Miss Elise to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. I never turned down a personal request from Prince Oliver, you know. Prince Oliver asked you? Well, that explains it. He kindly escorted us out of the capital, successfully evading the Noble Alliance attempts to pursue us. And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I'm just so glad that you made it here safely. Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty and the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. The official story is that both of them have been taken into protective custody, so they're both rumored to be safe. However, Prince Oliver's whereabouts currently remain unknown. There's not even a confirmation that he's safe somewhere. If he had enough foresight to have Toa go down there and get them, then you know he got out. That's more than a little worrying. You needn't be so concerned. I'm sure he's perfectly well. He made it through the chaos in Liberel last year unharmed, as you know. He's always a resilient one. As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe they're all right too. I'm sure they are, Your Highness. I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting, Rean, I imagine you're probably most concerned about what happened to Trista and Thors. Luckily for you, we managed to get some info on that front. Please, tell me everything you know. What's happening over at the Academy? Is everyone alright? I don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Trista and Thor's military academy are completely under the Noble Alliance's forces' control now. They were both taken over not long after the war began. No. Rean? No matter how much I thought about it, I didn't want to believe it was true. What about the students or our instructors? Honestly, I wish I could tell you. There are rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Try not to let the concern get the best of you. It's too early to presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Sforza there. On the contrary, some rumors would even suggest the opposite. What rumors? Word has it a number of students and staff are unaccounted for, and the Noble Alliance is still trying to find them. Then that means, have some of them managed to escape? Well, rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have more than gotten their feet wet at this point. I can't see them being taken down so easily. Y'all sound pretty good if you ask me. What say you? What else can I say? I would have to agree. Celine? I couldn't tell you where she is right now, but Emma's still alive, that's guaranteed. You could tell? I'm her familiar. We've got a link of some kind between us. If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I'd know about it. All I know is that she's alive, though, nothing else. How peculiar. Anyway, there's no point in assuming that the worst has happened, well, when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try keeping the faith, alright? Think of it this way. They're probably just as worried about you as you are for them, and yet here you are, safe and sound. You've got a point, actually. Safe and sound you may very well be, but you're hardly in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time and recover your strength. And while you're at it, why not go pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. That's true. I think they'd all be delighted to see you. And if you'd like, I'd be happy to accompany you. Thanks for the concern, Elise, but I'll be fine on my own, honest. That sounds like a good idea, Mom. I think I'll do just that. Prologue, The Depths of Despair. It looks like Elise and Prince Alvin have already gone out. Like Mom said, it might not be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. Yes, we know about the event markers. Alright, I think this is a really good time to call it, since we've gotten past the first parts of the game, and this is the first time in a minute that we've been free. And we're running like 50 minutes right now. So, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.